Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Life Coach D coming at you, and I'm coming at you today with some spiritual food for thought. There's a plethora of things going on in my mind right now, especially after recent election results, and to see that our country has elected a 34-count felon, convicted felon, a perpetual liar, habitual liar, somebody who's dishonest, somebody who has been convicted of business fraud, bank fraud, and somebody who descends and divides the entire country. Somebody who has made disparaging remarks about people with disabilities and who promises them with Project 2025 and Agenda 47 to do some very devastating things to this country. Now, I have long said that there's a separation of church and state for a reason. And the reason I'm bringing this up as it pertains to the spiritual food for thought is God spoke to me something very specifically. He said that judgment starts in the house of God first, and I will reference this video with scriptures. The second thing I heard God say is that he's separating the chaff from the wheat. And once again, I will reference this with a Bible scripture. The third thing I heard him say so clearly is that he's coming back for a church without a spot or wrinkle, and that the church has wrinkles. The last thing I heard him say is that the world has already been judged. I bring all of this up to say I did several videos prior to this Sunday encouragement, and it talked about the divisive nature in which I've seen preachers going against other preachers. I've seen people going against each other. I've seen relationships with people divided. I've seen a lot of things divided because politics and religion and morality and character have all been blended into this blender of how do we make a right decision and choice. What I would say in this spiritual encouragement is this. Remember that when it's all said and done, our relationship with God is vertical. And each and every one of us have to answer to God for our own relationship. We have to answer to Him for what we do, the choices we make, and how we represent Him. And for those of you who don't know God and who may be watching this video, I'm going to say to you that I apologize that the misrepresentation of God on this earth is being done by a lot of people who call themselves Christian. And the best thing I would say is that in your search for some type of truth, once again, if you found this video, always remember, if you search for truth, you will find it. And unfortunately, it may not be through some of us who claim to be followers of Christ, who claim to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. When it's all said and done, God's providence and His sovereignty is always going to prevail. And no matter what we feel about what just recently happened, much prayer is required. Standing for what you believe is required, but most importantly, representing Christ in this very, very dark world is not only required, it's mandatory. That's the only way people will know, truly know, who Christ is and what He died for. Okay? That is what I have. I know that was pretty deep and pretty heavy, but I had to share this because so many people have contacted me this week wondering and questioning why and how things happen. And we always know that a lot of bad things happen, but at the end of the day, I am convinced that God is in control. And all I can say is watch, wait, and see what happens. He's always going to show Himself strong and prove Himself to be God Almighty. So you guys hear from me again. I want you to remember your lives are very valuable. Much love, God bless, and peace be the journey.